Hello and welcome back. Let's do one final example that will show up in homework 11, putting it all together. So here, if a circle has a radius of 8 feet and has the same area as a square, what is the side length of the square? So before we do anything else, let's draw some pictures. So we have a circle that has a radius of 8 feet. So we'll just take that and we'll draw ourselves a circle. Apologies for the bad circle. It has a radius of 8 feet, meaning that the distance from the center to the outside is going to be 8 feet. And has the same area as a square, meaning that over here we'll have a square, and the area of the circle is going to be the same as the area of the square. And then the question that they're asking is, what is the side length of the square? So if I call S the side length, the question is, what is it? What is S? So we're going to have to put a couple of things together. First of all, if I know that the area of the circle and the area of the square are the same thing, let's write down some formulas for these guys. So the area of a circle is going to be 2 times pi times r. Excuse me, this is very incorrect. It's going to be pi times r squared. It's very easy to get these mixed up, but the area should have this squared term in here for their circle. It's going to be pi times r squared, and r we know is going to be 8 feet. So this is fairly simple. It's going to be pi times 8 squared. And I'm going to leave this alone for a moment. I don't have to plug this into a calculator yet. I'll just leave it as pi times 8 squared. Over here, I know that the area of a square is just going to be just like the length of any rectangle. It's just going to be the height times the width. It's just nice because in this case the height and the width are the same. So it's going to be S times S, which is the same as S squared. So the question is, what is S? Well, these two areas have to be exactly the same. So pi times 8 squared, which is the area of the circle, has to be equal to S squared. So how do I undo a square? Well, I can simply take the square root of both sides, and we're done. So S is going to be the square root of pi times 8 squared. And that's it. This is the entire question. So let's come back over to Desmos, and what I can do is I can hit the square root button, and I want the square root of pi times 8 squared. And we want to look at this, and we want to make sure that we're taking the square root of everything in here. So it's pi times 8 squared, and we're taking the square root of the whole thing, which we get is 14.179, so on and so forth. Let's round it to the nearest hundredth. So 1/100th is 2 decimal places, so it's going to be at the 7. So it'll be 14.17, except after the 7 is a 9, so we round up. So 14.18. Before I call this here, we should make sure of a couple things. One is what units should the side length be here? Well, we're working in feet, so the side length, which is also a length, is also going to be feet. So this should be our answer. And one thing that we can do to check if we're unsure if this is correct, we can find the area of the circle. We have that formula, and we can find the area of the square. We have our number, have our side length, and we can see, are they equal? So the area of the circle should be 8 times pi times 8 squared. So let's check. What is pi times 8 squared? It's 201 point a few numbers. The side length of the square is going to be 14.18. And if I plug this into my my formula up here, I'm just going to get 14.18 squared. So let's plug this into our calculator. 14.18 squared. Enter. 2.01 point some things, and these are nearly identical. The only difference will be, well, we rounded, so that our numbers aren't exact. But we do get the same area, or roughly the same area, for the circle and for the square. So we had to do something right. So this is the last sort of question in the homework. Again, if you have questions, please contact me, reach out to me, and we can see what we can do.